Hello everyone, welcome to my live. I'm Rhonda's Readings. I'm Rhonda Kelly, coming to you live for the first time in 2024. So happy New Year. It's a little bit late. It's almost Happy Australia Day, but Happy New Year. So it's Tuesday the 23rd of January. I thought I'd do a live. I did have a bit of a break over Christmas and New Year's, and obviously you saw my last live for 2023. So this is my first live for 2024. So how is everyone? I can see a few people watching. Hi, Graceful Indeed. I'm well, thank you. I can't see who else is watching because it's not. Hi, Jen. Beautiful. How are you? Yeah, absolutely. So it's been just a really busy end to the year. I did the Oddities and Curiosities Expos in December. Then I did the Starlight Festival in Byron Bay the first weekend in January. So it's a busy time of year to start off the year with me. But this year, with Oddities and Curiosities being in Australia for the first time last year, I obviously did some of those. So that was absolutely amazing. And yeah, again, just beautiful connections. I'm really, really blessed with the people that I meet when I tour, and I'm in different states at different events because, as you know, I tour a lot. I'm a bit of a nomad. I'm not a grey nomad yet, but I'm just busy with events that I go. So it's always beautiful to catch up with nice people. And I'm doing more presentations. I'm doing more presentations this year at my festivals. So I always present at the Starlight Festival and a few other festivals where I do talks on, are you psychic? How to trust your intuition, how to connect to your spirit guides, that sort of thing. I haven't actually spoken at the Mind, Body, Spirit festivals since about 2018. I used to do presentations with Francis Bevan. For those of you who've been following me a while, I used to do readings at his stand before I had my own stand. So that's how I kind of didn't do the usual thing of just going to the smaller events first. I went to the Melbourne Mind, Body, Spirit Festival. So, yeah, you'll see me giving talks, and they're in the afternoon. So I've got the times there. Hi, Erin. Hi, Nicole. Yes, I am well, thanks. Had a great break. Hope you did as well. So I will just do a little bit of sort of housekeeping first. You can see my banner going across rhondasreadings.com. That's my website. It's a little bit glitchy at the moment. I literally haven't had time to redo my website. I may even get some help with that if you know someone that could help. So basically, make sure it is me. You see my photos. You can see my banner just behind me, the rainbow angel wings. You'll see Rhonda's Readings, Rhonda Kelly. You know what I look like, you know what I sound like. So make sure it is my website, rhondasreadings.com. And same for social media. So just to let you know, I'm on Facebook group Rhonda's Readings, and the same thing. You see my face, you see the rainbow angel wings. Also, the Facebook page is Rhonda's Readings by Rhonda Kelly, and you see regular posts. You know my sense of humour by now. I'm on Twitter at Rhonda Psychic. I'm on Instagram at Psychic Rhonda Kelly. So Instagram's the only one that's different. But much the same. You see my face, you see my rainbow angel wings, you'll see me attending regular events. I'm also on, with Rhonda's Readings, I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on TikTok, I'm on other sort of social media as well. I'm not on Threads. There's a few things I'm not on, but if you're in any doubt, I'll send you, I can text you a photo of my business cards and show you what I'm on. So it looks like more people. So hi, I've said hi, Graceful, Jen, Nicole, Erin, Tarina. Hi, Helen. Beautiful. So if you would like your chance of having a reading tonight, you know the drill. You've got to like and share the video or subscribe to my YouTube channel and post your question after you've let me know that you've done that. You only need to post the question once. Because I don't do my lives regularly and I chop and change the times, I don't have as many people following, so chances are I'll get to do your reading. I do have someone who's paid $5 to PayPal for a reading, so I'll be doing your question first. So yeah, basically what I've got coming up, the first event I've got coming up, so it seems ridiculous because I was in Queensland a couple of weeks ago, back down south now. But what I'm actually going to be doing is the Brisbane Mind, Body, Spirit Festival on Friday to Sunday, the 23rd to the 25th of February. So I'll be at B11, so that's the usual spot, just as you go in the entrance. I'm sort of right near the front door. What I am then doing is a psychic cruise the following Friday on the Gold Coast on Hope Island. So that's Friday the 1st of March between 4 to 6 p.m. So when I do my psychic cruises, I give you an individual psychic reading. I also do a group platform. So that's often where I get messages from Spirit, and I tell you what those messages are. But it's actually a nice intimate setting. For the Gold Coast cruise, I have a maximum of 12 people. I believe I've sold 6 tickets already, so I've got about half tickets left. That's halfway sold out. And I do, if you are thinking of doing that, I do heavily promote this at the Brisbane Mind Body Spirit Festival. So for anyone who wants to book, I suggest you do that before Friday the 23rd of February. If I have a lot of interest, or, you know, there's a group of 6 people that want to do a cruise, then I'll look at doing another cruise time. The only time I could really do, because I'm busy the following weekend, would be sort of 1 to 3 p.m. on the Gold Coast, and that's subject to them not being booked out or not having a private charter of the cruise. So just bear in mind that if you do want to book in for that, please try to do that before I go to the Brisbane MBS. So that's what I've got. So the Friday 23rd to 25th of February, then Monday the 1st 4 to 6. That's actually my website to book the psychic cruise, so oceanwings.com.au. So same thing, you'll see a photo of me. You won't see the angel wings because I'm not advertising my readings or such. It's just sort of the psychic cruises and other events that I host. For those of you who know, I've hosted psychic fairs in Sydney and Albury and around that. So I didn't actually do any of those last year because I knew that Mum was going to die. So didn't do that, and I've not got any planned right now. I'm looking at doing that in the second half of the year, doing psychic fairs. So yeah, that's the psychic cruise. I didn't actually create a banner for this, but so that's the Friday. The Saturday and Sunday, I'm at the Conscious Life Festival and the Sunshine Coast. So I'll actually just write that. I'll just write this banner. 3rd of March. So I'll just do a banner for that. So that's actually on the Sunshine Coast, and I'm going to be in the readers room for that. I'm also going to be doing a platform mediumship with that. So that's what I've got going on. Then I'm headed back south, going past Sydney. I'm going to be at the Sydney Mind Body Spirit Festival 7th to the 10th of March. So that's where I normally go. I'm in a different spot though for that. I'm on D16. So that's a nice position sort of in between the aisles. So I'm usually in aisle A or B. So I'm in D this year. So that's what I'm doing. And then I'm going to Victoria after Sydney, back and forth. And I'm doing the same psychic cruise, and I'm doing that in Ballarat on the 23rd of March. So Ballarat's a beautiful town, about an hour out of Melbourne. So if you're based in Melbourne, come to Ballarat for the day. I've picked a weekend where there's not too much going on in Ballarat. The weekend before is the Begonia Festival and the lake, so it's Lake Wendouree, and that's always really busy. But that's how you book my events. If you want to come to one of my talks in Brisbane or Sydney, that's the talk I'm giving, Are You Psychic? And that's going to be in the Speakers Lounge in Brisbane, Saturday 3 to 3:45, and on Friday in Sydney at 4:15 to 5. So that's basically all my news of where I'm doing and sort of what sort of where you'll find me. So you'll be able to find me in Brisbane, Sunshine Coast, Gold Coast, and then Sydney, and then Ballarat for that day. All right, so someone said I'm not doing well. Please check out the comments in my video to be able to give StreamYard permission to show your name, so I'll be able to see who it is. And just like I said, for anyone who'd like a reading, please like and share the question like and share the video, or subscribe to my YouTube channel, Rhonda's Readings, or do all of the above, and then post your question. I've got another announcement as well, but what I am going to do is just announce, I'm just going to answer the question that someone has paid $5. I was going to say £5. Haven't lived in the UK for a while, but $5 too. Nicole Plant has asked, I'm thinking about meeting with GPs and doctors about how I can help their patients through hypnotherapy. What do I think will be the outcome? I feel really good about that, Nicole. I feel like you've done you've done your research. I'm just hearing research, so I feel like, and by research, I'm seeing scientific papers, like it might be the Journal of Psychiatry or Psychology, or the Journal of Neurophysiology, or something like that, or British Medical Journal, or something like that. Like I'm seeing a medical research study of looking at brainwaves and psychology, or looking at objective outcomes with hypnotherapy is what I'm getting. So I feel like do some research, or even get someone to do that if you're not, because I feel like you do that, but you don't. I was a medical scientist for 20 years, so if someone said research this, I'd look on, I'd know where to look and where to find it. I'm not paid for any subscriptions, but so I feel like maybe get a scientist to do research for you if you're not, if like to complement what you've already done. I feel like you've done sort of insofar as if it was a hypnotherapy, like from start to, like if I was reading it as a patient of what to expect and what you would do to me, I feel like that's well written, and in the patient expectations and the patient instructions, I feel like that's important. I just feel like to go at a different level in talking to GPs and doctors is what I'm getting. It's interesting. I used to go to GP CEs, which are big, and they're in the same places like the Brisbane MBS, Melbourne MBS. They're big, massive conferences where you go and you talk to doctors about a service that you're providing, and it's all very, they just want to know the information quick. And I found it quite stressful, yet like 99% of the doctors I spoke to ended up referring patients to us. So I was obviously saying the right thing, but it was just intense with them. That they ask a question, they want to know the answer yesterday kind of thing. So I'm just feeling like there's a little bit of help or something in complementing what you're doing. So I see you sort of going in and with a clipboard and actually handing them studies if you'd like to read this article in. And I don't feel like they'd have time, but they'd kind of be impressed by that to complement what you've already got. I do like the package that you've already got. So yeah, I am feeling positive. I just feel get a different spin with that, or speak to a nurse or speak to anyone scientifically trained to help you with that, is what I'm getting. So I just want to say there's just going to be something to complement the package you've already done, or like give them a patient instruction sheet or patient outcomes or patient expectations. Sort of look at it from the point of view of people who are really busy, pretty hung up on their own importance at times, and would look at that and read that. So that's what I'm getting. Nicole, just do that before you even set up the appointments, because I feel like once you do that, it'll just go really quickly. Hope that helps. Thank you for that. Alrighty, wow, I did, apologies for starting late as well. I couldn't turn my computer on, so that didn't help. Alrighty, so hello, Erin, Haley. Beautiful. Thanks, Nicole. Thank you for your question. I hope that helps. If you had any other questions, just comment on that. So I will be getting to some questions as well. I'm not going to do the full hour because I've got something on at 7 o'clock. I'm going to announce something a bit different as well. So I've answered Nicole's question. A lot of people have contacted me recently, not a lot, but there's been 3 people who have contacted me recently and contacted someone else by mistake. So like I say, just please be careful of similar named businesses. I'm Rhonda's Readings, Rhonda Kelly. I've had this business name for almost 20 years. I started off at the Melbourne Mind, Body, Spirit Festival. So you know what I look like, you know what I sound like. I don't actually have anyone working for me. So if someone answers the phone, like my husband doesn't even answer my phone. So if someone answers the phone and sounds different, it's not me. So you've called the wrong number. Please take a screenshot or let me know that that's happened. It's been unfortunate. I mean, you've been following me a while, and I've had trolls and things like that where people make up similar names, and it's not uncommon for people wanting to be associated with my business. I have at the big festivals, I have people wanting to give me their business cards and have their business cards on my stand, and I say no. If I pay $3,000 or $4,000 for a stand, then I'm not going to advertise anyone else's business. So it's, and the response to that is usually, I thought you were a nice girl. It's like, well, I am, and I'm also a businesswoman. So my answer is no. So yeah, it's unfortunately that the energy is that people want to copy me or be a part of me or pretend to be me. So please be mindful that you are talking to me before booking. My Google page, Rhonda's Readings, it is in Ashmore in Queensland. And I know that's confused. I've had a couple of people comment about that. My reason for that is that the PO box was a lot cheaper than Sydney. And I do spend about 3 months of the year in Brisbane when I tour. So it made sense for me to have a base there. And at one point we were looking at moving up to Queensland. So that all happened, that decision happened a couple of years ago. So my PO box is there. So if you see that PO box, that is me. But any doubt at all, please just contact me and make sure it's me, is what I'm getting. Hi, Carrie. Thank you, Nicole. Beautiful. Thanks for that. Appreciate it. Alrighty, so that's basically me. I will be doing some readings. I've got one more announcement though. So people have been contacting me recently about my teaching, and I've also had inquiries from, particularly at Starlight, I do lectures, but I do them in a workshop sort of setting where I'm asking people questions and I teach people about psychic development, and then I do an exercise. So it's sort of a group thing. It's quite, and I have amazing energy and interaction with the public and people. It's a big audience, might be up to 40 people, but it seems to go really well and people want to contribute. And there's a lot of psychics and mediums out there. You might think that you're not, but I'm really been impressed in how intuitive and how psychic people are. So in terms of people who have asked about my teaching, you've probably noticed I have done teaching sort of rounds, as in I do a term of classes. I do that online. I've done it in person as well, but obviously during COVID I did that online, and I haven't actually offered that for some time. Just I've been quite busy. So this year for me is about being more stable and trying to be in one place for more than 5 minutes and offering teachings. So what I am doing from March this year, there's going to be some new announcements coming in March, so stay tuned to that. I'm actually going to be offering you an opportunity to subscribe to Rhonda's readings. So we'll be doing one more live next month. Before then, at the moment I'm doing one live a month. What I actually do for the subscription model, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be having 2 lives a month. So I'll be doing it once a fortnight. And people who have subscribed can ask a question for free. So they can ask a psychic question or for a mediumship reading. What I'm also doing is one teaching video a month. So I'll be posting up to people who have subscribed the topics of those, but it'll be something related to psychic development and mediumship, and it will be, I'll do it in a way that it sort of ramps up, the knowledge builds on each other, but you can also do them independently as well. So it's basically, the reason why I've thought of that is I don't feel that doing one course is enough. I feel like everyone's constantly learning. And myself, my mediumship particularly changes quite a lot. It's changed since my mum died. It's changed when I've had life events. So I don't believe that if anyone says they're a psychic and medium and they feel like they're at that level, or they don't read, or they don't learn, or they don't actively engage in trying to better themselves, I feel like they're doing themselves a disservice. So for my subscription model, I'm offering the 2 lives a month where you can ask questions, and if you're subscribed in my group, you can ask a question even if you're not going to be there, and I'll answer it. So much like I did for Nicole. Nicole's paid for a PayPal reading, so I answered that question first. So that's what I'm doing, and so 2 videos a month, so I'll do it once a fortnight, and I'll also do a teaching video for a month, and that video will only be available to people who have subscribed. So I'll have that recording available to them, but not for others. What I'm also offering to subscribers is a discount off my products and services. So that can be a reading that you have at an event that I'm at near you, or basically just a phone or Zoom or WhatsApp reading is what I'm doing. So yeah, so that's what I'll be doing. So I'm not going to be offering, aside from this one and next month, I'm not going to be offering free readings. For anyone not subscribed and they want to answer a reading, I'm offering a reading for $10 to go into the PayPal account. And that's something I've sort of not been, I've not wanted to do, because I do want to do lives for people who can't afford it. But I also feel like there's a bit of an energy exchange in doing that. If you pay for something or you consider something, then you'll do that. I am looking at if people really can't afford the $10, then I would do that in exchange for a review on my Google, my Rhonda's Readings Google business page or something like that. So, but obviously that can only happen once. So I'm sort of still open to suggestions about that. But what I'm doing with the subscription model, I'm doing it as $19.90 a month, or $100 for 6 months, saving $90.40, or $200 for 12 months, saving $38.80. So that's what I'm going to be announcing. You'll see more of that next month in February, but that's what I'll be doing from March onwards. Yeah, so that's all my business news with where I'm going to be. And apologies for the delay in actually getting this done. I'm going through quite a lot at the moment, and I will be explaining that later in the year. I've got a book coming out as well. But that's sort of the best way and the fairest way I can do that in terms of teaching. But also there's not just, and I have my class plan, my lesson plans and what I do, but that changes as well with the more I learn, the more I read. So that's my best way of sort of having that ongoing as well. All right, so that's for me. All right, let me get into some questions now. Just is anyone going to Taylor Swift, by the way? I don't know why, but I've had her on my mind literally sort of about a couple of hours ago, and I felt excitement like I was going to her Eras tour, and I'm not. I haven't even tried to get tickets. I mean, if someone gave me tickets, that would be amazing. But I don't know. So I don't know what the excitement is. Who can relate to that in the audience of people who are watching? Oh, thank you for that. Thank you, Jen. Yes, it is graceful. So that's the paid subscription of, and that's in Australian dollars, $19.90 per month. So it's cheaper if you buy it for 6 months or 12 months. And I will also be having a WhatsApp group chat as well. I might possibly do a WhatsApp and Facebook Messenger chat, but as a way of members, sort of people who have subscribed, of communicating with me, communicating with each other. So as long as I get your consent to do that, because you'll be able to see the numbers of other people. But just as a way of, particularly with the teaching, you can actually practice with each other or all that sort of thing is what I'm getting. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for that. So just looking at that. Oh, beautiful. Thank you, Stacey. I was going to call you the Ricky then with your photo, meant to be psychic. Hi, Graceful. Yes, I'm well, thanks. And Jen, I'm well. Yeah, had a lovely break. Thank you. It was beautiful. Wasn't much of a break because I just like we were in Byron Bay in New Year's Eve, and my husband and I just tried to avoid the crowds, but could still hear everyone. But that was beautiful. And then we were in Sydney and just stayed in the most beautiful house, and I could hear kookaburras, and I had dogs that came up and give me cuddles, and it was, yeah, just beautiful. Yeah, well, thanks, Erin. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, Tanya. Sorry, Tarina. Oh, the home show next door. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, I always try to go there. Is that for Brisbane or Sydney? I know the Sydney MBS is next to the home show. I can't remember whether it's the same time of year in Brisbane. Yeah, I like the home show have groovy things, like they've got little axe inflatable things where you can go and dong someone, and it's just silly things. Thank you so much, Alison. Thank you, Kathy. Yeah, so like I said, you've got to like and share for your chance of having a reading with me. Okay, I'm just sort of going up top to bottom. All right, Jen, beautiful. So you've liked and shared. Peter sent me a message a week ago. Is he regretting sending it? Yeah, I feel quite anxious about that. I like Peter's energy, but he's a bit sort of like headstrong and anxious. Like he was sort of, all right, I need to do this. I need to sort of. So he would, if he was in person, he'd say something, and it would come off aggressive or abrupt. But I don't feel he's got that intention. I just feel like there'll be a conversation, and then you'll get past it. I'm not feeling like it's a breakup or like an ending of your energies together. So it still feels like, it almost feels like the relationship hasn't started though yet. But maybe this is what's needed to sort of give him a kick up the backside in, oh, actually just don't like take a bit more care in what you want. And if you do want to be a part, if he does want you to be a part of his life, he's got to step up. So yeah, he regrets sending it, but I feel like this is sort of a normal energy or a normal abruptness for him is what I'm getting. Thanks, Jen. Hi, Robert. How you going? Good to see you. Hi, beautiful. I didn't have time to put makeup on. It was a really interesting. So aside from picking up on Taylor Swift earlier, thank you, Margaret. Aside from picking up Taylor Swift earlier, I suddenly felt like I had a migraine. So again, I don't know who gets migraines, but I ended up having a sleep and putting a cold flannel over my head. And I don't know how long I slept for, but I woke up at 5:30. So luckily I woke up in time. But that was just really strange, like a lot of intensity of feelings I felt. Thank you, Margaret. Good to see you too. Thanks, Carrie. Loved and shared. Would love to know when we will buy a house or my career change, please. Thank you. Okay, I'm feeling buying a house. I'm getting the second half of the year. I'm just feeling later, and there's no need to rush. It's like you'll have more financial security in the second half of the year, or it's a better time to make a decision is what I'm getting. So a lot of it's to do with the timing of, like, when it flows, it's a good time to do it. Career change I'm feeling in the next few months, and it's kind of like you've done the research or you've got a plan of what you want, but you've not put it into action. So it's kind of like just start putting it into action, Carrie, is what I'm getting. Thank you for that. Facebook user, I don't know who you are. Or whether you've liked and shared. Oh, thank you, Robert. Gorgeous anyone. Thank you. Anyway, anyone, is that what I said? Thank you for that. Beautiful. Thank you so much. I feel like he too regretted it. It made my day. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, absolutely. You're welcome to book any time for a reading. I'm keeping things sort of light on this week. I don't know if I told you I was going to be at the Tamworth Country Music Festival. A lady I know organises a reading room, and I had accommodation booked, but then that got cancelled, and the replacement accommodation was about $4,000. So it goes up during the Country Music Festival, and I thought, well, I'm not going to earn $4,000 in 1 week at a country music festival. So I didn't end up going. But for that reason, Jen, I'm keeping my bookings light on this week. I mean, you're welcome to contact me and we can book a reading, but I may be doing phone messages as well through country music. All right, beautiful. So Margaret, do you have any messages from Spirit? Thanks, Margaret. I'm feeling there's a need to be stillness and be calm. And I'm suddenly feeling like, and I didn't get perspective of what that was. I don't know. I feel like this might be a husband actually. And I feel like I can't speak. I don't know what's going on. with your husband feeling he can't speak or feeling like he's frustrated because he's in slow motion, I suddenly felt that, you know, that energy of when you're anxious or you're so upset or worked up about something that you start having tummy problems, like it's you feel the energy there being unsettled in your stomach, in your guts. And I don't know whether it doesn't feel like it's you, but I want to say it's you're getting it secondhand. So I just want you to be calm and your husband to be calm is what I'm getting. And that feels around. Sorry, I'm getting quite a lot of information, Margaret, and and this is very different from what I've picked up from in the past, so it's a bit confusing. I feel like there's a lot of, I'm getting a sense of your husband and then your husband's family and a lot of conflict there. And Spirit's saying just keep back from it and just look after your own health and your own peace of mind and be still and calm. And you don't need to be anywhere else is what I'm getting. So there's that's what I feel of messages from Spirit. There's a lot of protection of you at the moment from your loved ones and his loved ones in Spirit is what I'm getting. There's no need to act or do or speak, just be away from it and let it play out. And whatever happens, happens. Almost have the attitude, you know, don't care. It's someone else's conflict, someone else's crap. Thank you, Margaret. Yeah, beautiful. So you've got my mobile number, Jen. Let me just put that up to show people. So yeah, that's how you can contact me to take bookings for any of the Mind Body Spirit festivals or the psychic cruises. So the cruise bookings are going well. I've sold half of them for the Gold Coast, so I may look at doing one earlier that day. And then Ballarat, I think I've sold 6 tickets. So I've got, and I'm having about 20 people with that. So there's a few more options there. But yeah, with the psychic cruise bookings, you can have, you have an individual. So for $99, it's a 2-hour cruise. You have an individual reading, afternoon tea, cruise commentary, cruise entertainment, and you have a group platform. So it's quite a lot that I do. And Ballarat, depending on numbers, I might have another psychic work with me as well. Thanks, Margaret. Oh, your husband. Okay, so that makes sense, Margaret. So it's your husband giving you a lot of protection. I don't know what's going on. I mean, I don't want to make it fit, but that makes more sense of why your husband's energy felt so strong. Yet it was difficult to read. I don't know what's going on with conflict around his family or what it is, but you're being kept away from it. So there's no need for you to move or like take any steps, any actions, whether that's something you say or something you do. Thank you, Margaret. All right, so let me have a look at, so what does everyone think of the subscription model I'm doing? The main thing is that I'm going to be doing more lives, and I'm also going to be doing the teachings, which a lot of people have asked me about, and I literally just haven't had time, but I've just picked a date that, yep, March is when I'm going to be doing that from. Beautiful. Yeah, and it's literally only a 2-hour cruise. It's not, it's not, you know, people think, oh, where are you going? You're going to America for 2 weeks. No, just a 2-hour psychic cruise. I don't think it's quite intense for me in terms of the energy and the readings I do. I mean, at Mind Body Spirit Festival and other events, I'm quite busy. But, you know, by the afternoon, it quietens down, or whether that's sort of at 3 o'clock or 5 o'clock, that it literally gets to a point at some point in the afternoon where there's not many people. No one else is doing readings, so it's just quiet, whereas the cruise is just intense for those 2 hours. I'm quite busy with the readings I do and serving afternoon tea and all the rest of it. So I literally couldn't do that for 2 weeks. I don't have the energy. All right, so let me have a look. All right, so thank you for people who've liked and shared. I appreciate that. And let me know if you've already subscribed to my YouTube channel. Let me know when you ask the question. Yeah, as I said, so I'm coming to my Facebook group, Rhonda's Readings, and my Facebook page, Rhonda's Readings by Rhonda Kelly, and my YouTube channel, Rhonda's Readings. I did try to, turns out we can stream live to Instagram now. And I tried to set that up, and then I was asked for an Instagram key code, and for the life of me, I couldn't do that. So if anyone's got any wisdom or knowledge they'd like to impart to me about how to do that, please let me know. All right, so Kathy Brooke Slapper, liked and shared, love to a message if time permits. There's a need for patience for you, Kathy. I want to say with that's decisions around money and work. It's kind of like I don't feel like you work and invest in your company, but it's almost like it's okay to do both, but get the timing right or get the information right about that is what I'm getting. So that probably sounds a bit strange, but I just feel like there's I want to say you can, and I feel like you've been doing abundance rituals or something like that. So whatever that means to you, I like what you've been doing, but it's one thing to sort of do that and spiritually manifest that energy, but you've got to have common sense and be practical as well, is what I'm getting. Thank you for that. I'm not concerned about money for you, by the way. I just feel like be careful in what you decide and almost like keep your money separate from your work is sort of what I'm getting. So hopefully that makes sense to you. Okay, thanks, Nicole. Oh, beautiful, thank you. Can you tell me who that is? I don't see your name there. Okay. All right, I've got to really test my psychic senses to find out who the person is who hasn't liked and shared. Okay. All right, so it looks like I've got more than so I'm only going to be on for about another 5 to 10 minutes. I've got an appointment at 7 o'clock. So I'm literally, sorry, bear with me. I'm just reading. Okay, so the Facebook user, just wondering when I'll find love. So any indication as to when? Okay, I just got told February, which is pretty soon actually. But there's humor about February. It's kind of like if you can take it as it comes is what I'm getting. So there's a bit of a lesson in humor and ego for you about that is what I'm getting. All right, thanks, Hayley. I'm doing well. Thank you. Okay, Hayley's asked, hi, Hayley, hope you're going well and your studies are going well. How does John currently feel about you? I really like your use of the word currently because John does change his mind. He's a bit lazy, but I like his energy. I feel like he is excited by you and I don't know whether he's like looking at a time, he's arranging his timetable to try to see you more is what I'm getting. So if he's sort of quiet, his mind's working in the background of wanting to see you is what I'm getting. So I feel like the communication could improve, but the excitement is still there. All right, hi, Erin. Excuse me, I'm just having a drink. Oh, congratulations, dating someone in she's in Melbourne. Long distance. When do you see us being in a relationship? I'm feeling pretty soon. I feel like you're going to meet soon. I'm not concerned about her being in Melbourne, actually, Erin. Could you possibly have something planned in Australia Day weekend? Because that's what, this week or next week? Yeah, this week. I don't know. I'm not feeling surprises. I feel like you'll communicate with each other when you're going to see each other, but I feel like you will see each other or you'll see more, like I'm seeing you looking at her face. So whether that's online, Zoom or something like that. But yeah, I feel good about that. She's very calm and grounded and you've done a lot of work on yourself spiritually, Erin. So yeah, I feel good about that. Okay. Oh, so I've answered yours, Carrie. Thank you, Stacey. Alrighty. Yeah, keep with your business, Stacey, keep things like cross your T's, dot your I's. I just feel keep on top of things. And there's not a need to rapidly change or rapidly expand. It's kind of like attention to detail is what I'm getting right now. Thank you, Stacey. All right. Hi, Robert. First half of the year. Watch the money. Oh, it's interesting. There's stuff about money tonight. I feel like watch the pennies, watch the money. You're sort of going to, I don't know whether you're going to be going to an event or something that's going to cost you money and you don't want to spend the money, but what you're going to get from that event is worth more than money. So just be mindful of what you spend and what you get back from that money is what I'm getting. All right. Sorry, I'm just trying to rush it because I'm going. So Erin, I'm seeing her next week for 3 nights. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, it could be long term. Beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. Thank you, Hayley. All right, thank you for those. All right, Nicole. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. That's perfect. Pain management. I also feel like reduction of anxiety and calmness, and looking at EEG, electroencephalogram of being more relaxed in a sleep-wake state is what I'm getting. Oh, beautiful. Thank you for that. So, yeah, this is the first time I'm announcing the subscription, but I will announce more of that as well. Yes, it is. So, yeah, the paid subscription. So $19.90 a month. And that to me is the best way I could think of having ongoing teaching for people who are interested, and have it more than just one class once a fortnight and then nothing, but just interacting with other people as well. Thank you, Jen. I'm close to Melbourne at the moment. The June MBS is in Melbourne, but I'm sort of going to be spending time in between Sydney and Victoria this year. So, yeah, I mean, if you want to catch up for a coffee or something, let me know, or let me know sort of what dates. But yeah, I'll message you privately about that. Oh, Graceful. So the subscription is $19.90 a month. And if you pay for 6 months, it's $100. So that saves $19.40. Or if you pay for 12 months, it's $200. So that saves $38.80. So I've got ways of, but you can go month to month if you want to try it first, or, and if you want to do a month and then pay for 6 months, that's okay. All right. Yes, I've done that. All right, so is this? I'm getting the name Alison with that, so I don't know if that's your name. All I can see is Facebook user. I do feel good about it, but I also feel like there's another opportunity, so I'm getting yes to both of those. So thank you for that. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Jen. All right. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, I believe that's about it. Jessica, it's about patience for you. I know you're busy, but have time to yourself and be patient. Like, it's okay to say no to people and not take on board other responsibilities or caring for other people. You've got enough on your plate is what I'm getting. Hi, Michelle, beautiful. Yeah, again, the mediumship. I'm feeling the mediumship really growing with you. I like the people around you, the relationship you're in and the friendships you've got. It's okay to have more friends, but just don't wear yourself too thin is what I'm getting. What's going on with your feet? I'm feeling like I have itchy feet or painful feet, so I don't know what that is, but please look after your feet and make sure they're warm enough. And that can be a bit of a sign of make sure you're grounded as well, not have your energy everywhere. Thank you for that. Just having a look. Yeah, I feel good about the second round of the job, Facebook user. Yeah, Erin, awesome. I feel good about that. Thanks, Robin. Oh, thank you for that, to confirm that. Yes. Yes, definitely got feelings. Okay, last one I'll do is Kim Preen. So I do have to go. Love a reading. Thank you, and shared. Thank you for that. There's a little bit of travel, or is an opportunity for a bit of travel and growth with you. And I see you traveling with family. It's going to be a bit of a family trip, and it's going to be sort of growth for you, and seeing other people grow, and being impressed by that and being surprised by that. So it might be that you go to visit family, but you go somewhere else and you do a road trip rather than flying, because it's kind of like that's more practical. But I feel good about that opportunity. That's what I'm getting. All right. Thank you so much for everyone watching. I'm surprised so many people are watching, because I haven't been live for a while. I was first live for the year. So as I said, Brisbane Mind, Body, Spirit Festival in a month's time. Then 1st of March, Gold Coast Cruise, Psychic Cruise. Then 2nd and 3rd of March, Conscious Life on the Sunshine Coast. Then Sydney Mind, Body, Spirit Festival, 7th to 10th of March. Then the Ballarat cruise on the 23rd of March, so in Victoria. So going all over the place. Message me if you'd like to have a reading. The best way of contacting me is my phone number. Please be aware of similar named accounts. If you have any confusion or anything like that, please send me a screenshot, message me straight away, let me know what's happened. So the best way is to send me a text, because I'm often busy doing readings. But thank you so much for watching. I'll be posting more about the subscription thing, because I'm sort of just announcing it now. But I look forward to seeing you next month. Take care.